part's hard. I don't remember that part. Yeah, so it was my first composition. That fucking song has had way too many names. I can't really like decide really what's the name of it. Like I think the last name I put to it was Sadastra, based on Casadastrophobia, which is the fear of falling into the sky. But it's too long. And also, there's probably already a song that is called that, so I like Sadastra, but yeah, I don't know, and I wanted a composition that it was just tapping, so that's why I did that. So I remember coming up with this. So that's like the first, I don't know, form, and then this. And then it's similar to the first one, but instead of use this note, so, and come back to this. And then that part is a little hard. Because you really need to like go from one finger to the next one. So yeah, like that part took me a while to master. Like landing on the second note is tricky. And of course, I always love doing the same thing but different. So the smallest difference, like that's the first time, but then the second is both together. So and then coming back. So that used to be like the first structure I got for the song, but then I figured it needed a little bit something different. The same thing. I hate when songs do the same thing, like the exact same thing. Like for example, if two choruses or two verses are the exact same, I get stressed. I need even like the tiniest difference. I need a little bit. So instead of going, so I add a little bit something to the end. So like one more note, and the other one goes a little bit more interesting. Yeah. So this structure is normally which is a hell of a thing. Like I actually, a lot of these things, I came up with them because they're comfortable to do or fun to do as tapping. Like, what is this? Okay, so it will be like. Like that's a pretty cool thing, but I would have never thought about that if I was phrasing like this. Like I would have never thought about that, I think. Because this is, I don't know a whole lot about chords. And by the way, I'm not proud of that. I'm not that kind of musician that is like, oh, I'm so cool and I don't know anything. I'm better than... No. I'm not proud of not knowing more music. Okay? First of all. That's important. Don't be proud of being ignorant, Chad. Okay? It's just that I haven't spent that much time studying. That's all. So yeah, I would have never come with this structure. But on tapping, it kind of just happened. Don't be Omar unless you're Omar. That said, Omar has to know chords. Like, he has to know chords. Maybe he doesn't know how to read, but he has to know some chords. And he practices a lot, like the soloings and how to improvise, so... Okay, where was... Oh, yeah. So then I invert some of the stuff. So I transform it into, like... Because first it's just like 1, 1, 1, 1. Or A. It's just the same structure. So then I go like A, V, A, C, which is like more interesting. So... into... into the same one. And I guess the last one is technically is like A asterisk or A prime, because it's just the like descending one. So it's coming back to that one, so... And that already gives like a little bit of a different thing. And after two of those, I go one semitone. Although it's a full tone here, so I don't really know. Like down one step on the scale, I guess. Yeah, and then this other part, this part is a little stupid. I don't even know what time this is, at least at the beginning. So that's the bass part. It's just like, but it's a little boring. So I kind of wanted to implement more stuff, but it makes it obviously harder because the melody goes like, melody is like, where is it? And then I needed something to do here. But I needed to be simple enough so I don't lose track of what I'm doing, because I'm not that great at discoordinating, like desyncing hands. So I have this rhythm. And I just added like a figure to that. And so then you play both. But you start with the simple rhythm because I'm using this note. And this, it's on this one, so you start simple. Yeah, and then it has more progressions. You have a different melody later, and that's the part that is hard. It's like, so that, but with this hand while I'm doing the other thing. And that's the part that I always struggle with. Probably the one I haven't practiced as much as the others. And then the last part, that kind of started like as another song, sort of. Like I do that a lot, where I do something that I really like. And then I look for if it fits on a song or something. And so ended up matching different parts of different things that I made into a song. So there is this song from Billy Sheehan and Terry Bozzio, which is called what is it called? One More Winter, I believe. Isn't that? I think it's One More Winter. That has like this very, very like deep, like it's almost like an orchestral hit, but made with few instruments, just like insane insane distortion and like a lot of notes together, maybe. Where is it? Here. Yeah, One More Winter. Like that. Bam. I love how that sounds. And so I wanted to get something similar. And that's where you get it's just this note. It has nothing special, but like, you know, it's like that kind of thing. And of course mix that with something. So we start without that, obviously. So it's like, and of course when you get too many notes together, you get like more tension. And then we go back to this one, which, by the way, this is the same as the beginning. Plus, it's kind of the same, so leitmotif. Of course. Which wasn't quite on purpose. I got really lucky that I made the same places. So, where do we go? No, first to that one. A chord there, and then we go to the part that it's very inspired on the, like, at least the timbre of the One More Winter part. And then here it will be too much if I do this. I mean, it could be, but I like the dynamic of not doing too much of that, but I still go back to that, just adding like a bar. I don't know if it's a bar or whatever. Like it throws off the rhythm because the previous part is, and then it goes back immediately. Like that ends the bar. But now we're adding the not arpeggio, the chord, whatever. So and I don't even know how much that adds in terms of time signature or whatever. I don't even know. Like, I don't know if that would throw off the rest of the band or whatever. If there's ever like another instrument, it probably will. I don't know, because I haven't really like thought about how much time I'm adding. It kind of just makes sense to me, and it feels correct. And that's it. That's the breakdown of that song. And maybe the first time I showed like the entire song online. Not sure. Might be.